Have you ever pondered over the reason why some individuals radiate with confidence, while others are shackled by anxiety? This intriguing difference between the confident and the anxious has left psychologists, philosophers, and intellectuals pondering for ages. What distinguishes the self-assured from those wrestling with their own insecurities? Could it be the impact of upbringing, or does the environment in which we grow up play a significant part? Or is it the genetic blueprint passed down from our ancestors? The answer isn't simple. It isn't a lone factor, but a multifaceted mix of various elements. So, what's the hidden factor that makes some individuals mentally resilient and others susceptible? Is it innate, or can it be nurtured? The resolution to this query is found not in the quest for a mystical solution, but in the realization that strength is accumulated over time. Consider life as a voyage filled with the necessity to surmount obstacles, cope with setbacks, and learn from blunders. It's about confronting fears directly and not dodging challenges. It involves change, which may sometimes be uncomfortable. It's about adjusting one's course in the midst of a storm rather than just waiting for the storm to pass. This voyage also encompasses learning to navigate our emotions and thoughts. It requires understanding that our thoughts can be harnessed and do not necessarily define our reality. The ability to control one's mind is both liberating and empowering. Mastering the mind also implies learning to mute the constant chatter, the unnecessary noise that often blurs. It's an understanding that the real battle is not with the world but within our own minds. It demands constant vigilance, mindfulness, and most importantly, patience. On this expedition to mental resilience, it's essential to recognize the vital role of self-awareness. Being aware of our thoughts, emotions, strengths, and weaknesses is the first step. It is about recognizing our triggers, understanding and developing strategies to cope. In addition to self-awareness, self-care is another important ally on this journey. It involves taking care of our physical health, nurturing relationships, setting boundaries, and valuing our own needs and desires. It is about allowing ourselves to rest, recharge, and rejuvenate. Lastly, professional help plays a crucial role in this journey. Therapists, counselors, and mental health professionals can provide valuable tools and techniques to navigate this journey more effectively. They offer an external perspective, guidance, and support, which can be incredibly helpful. So the road to mental resilience is indeed not a smooth one. It is filled with challenges and hurdles, all of which are crucial for growth and strength. So, it's not a secret at all, but rather a journey. A journey that involves overcoming obstacles, embracing change, learning to manage our minds, becoming self-aware, practicing self-care, and seeking professional assistance when necessary. This is the journey to mental resilience. Let's delve deeper into John's narrative. John is an entrepreneur who struggled with crippling anxiety in his past. The seeds of worry were sown by the potential downfall of his business, sensations of incompetence, and the fear of letting his devoted team down. This anxiety was not just a background feeling, it was a constant companion. Every waking moment was a battle against this invisible foe, causing a dark cloud to persistently hover over his thoughts, engulfing his mind. The relentless worry became a significant obstacle, making it challenging for him to focus on anything apart from his fears. The force of John's anxiety was so overwhelming that it started to intrude upon his professional life. His productivity started to take a hit, with his performance declining noticeably. The quality of his work began to diminish, and he found himself making errors that were uncharacteristic of him prior to his anxiety. This only served to add to his stress levels. Personal relationships also started to bear the brunt of his anxiety as he found it increasingly tough to attend to his loved ones. His anxiety fashioned a blockade in his personal life, infringing his ability to form meaningful connections. Furthermore, this relentless anxiety began to affect his overall well-being. His sleep cycle was disrupted, his interest in food waned, and he started distancing himself from social engagements. He was trapped in a mist of constant worry, unable to move beyond his present anxiety-ridden state. Contrarily, John decided that he wouldn't let his anxiety dictate his life. He made the conscious decision to reclaim control of his life by seeking professional help. This was the first step he took to overcome his anxiety. He began to regularly attend therapy sessions where he was introduced to various coping strategies to keep his anxiety at bay. He learned about mindfulness, a technique that enabled him to stay focused on the present moment rather than being away by his anxious thoughts. He started altering his thought patterns, choosing to focus on positivity rather than being paralyzed by fear. With time and consistent effort, John began to see the fruits of his perseverance. His fight against anxiety was successful, and he managed to turn around. Today, he is a living testament to the fact that anxiety can indeed be triumphed over. He now runs a thriving business, leading a devoted team towards success. His life is now filled with a sense of accomplishment and pride, devoid of the fear and worry that had once consumed him. Today, John stands as a testament to the fact that anxiety can be overcome. He now runs a successful business and leads a life he is proud of, free from the constant fear and worry that once shackled him. Embark with us on a deeper exploration into the poignant journey of Michael. Michael, a young adult, was ensnared in the vice-like grip of relentless depression. His days were saturated with an incapacitating sense of loneliness. This wasn't a solitude born of inclination, it was an enforced isolation. His world seemed swallowed and shrouded by an all-inclusive darkness, leaving him with an overwhelming sense of hopelessness. The external world danced to its own rhythm, while Michael was caught in his private temporal realm, where seconds were elongated into hours and minutes felt like they spanned an eternity. Each conscious moment was a relentless struggle, a skirmish with the pervasive negativity that seemed to be incessantly gnawing at his very essence. His state mirrored a ship in a turbulent sea, buffeted mercilessly by the impassive waves of despair. The ceaseless tides of sorrow seemed unconquerable, as if he was helplessly sinking into a bottomless abyss, bereft of prospect of relief. The profound darkness of his existence was unbroken by any ray of hope, any glimmer of potential respite. Yet, amidst this seemingly crushing darkness, Michael was an embodiment of tenacity. The silent warrior refused to succumb to his depression, to confront the storm head-on, rather than surrender to its overpowering force. His Herculean strength lay in acknowledging his affliction and seeking assistance. He extended his hand, reaching out to those he trusted, loyal friends who steadfastly stood by his side, family who showered unconditional love upon him, and professionals who could navigate him towards the much-needed light. Fueled by a resolute spirit, Michael set out on the path to recovery. A significant shift was the introduction of regular exercise into his daily routine, recognizing its profound impact on mental well-being. A balanced diet became his lifeline. Junk food made way for nutritious meals, exemplifying the intricate link between food and mood. His unwavering commitment to enhancing his mental health was set in stone. It was a pact he'd made with himself. Today, Michael stands proud, a valiant conqueror of depression. His struggle was long and strenuous, yet he emerged victorious. His experiences have endowed him with wisdom and empathy, powerful tools that are now employed to aid others locked in a similar battle. Having successfully navigated the stormy seas of depression, Michael now serves as a beacon of hope and a guide for others who find themselves amidst the same tumultuous waters. These brave souls serve as shining exemplars of the numerous individuals who have courageously navigated through the tumultuous seas of anxiety and depression. They battled against what appeared to be insurmountable odds, engaged in fierce combat with the looming specters of their internal struggles. They braved the storm, bore the pain, and journeyed through the inferno of their darkest periods. They refused to be swallowed by the engulfing tides of fear, melancholy, and despair. An integral part of their journey was the critical step of seeking help. They reached out to professionals such as therapists, counselors, and psychiatrists who provided them with the necessary guidance, therapeutic techniques, and in some cases, medication. In taking this step, they acknowledged that overcoming anxiety and depression is not a battle that one needs to or should fight alone. The power of community support also played a significant role in their recovery. They found solace in understanding communities, support groups, and online forums where they could share their experiences and draw strength from others who were facing similar challenges. The feeling of solidarity and collective strength these communities provided helped in reducing the stigma often associated with mental health issues, further empowering these warriors in their fight. Overcoming anxiety and depression is akin to scaling a mountain with jagged cliffs and perilous precipices. Each step forward is demanding, each breath is a battle. Yet, these courageous individuals did not let the intimidating height or the strenuous path dissuade them. They displayed awe-inspiring courage, relentless determination, and tenacious grit, refusing to let their conditions define or limit them. Their journey underscores the importance of acknowledging personal struggles without shame, confronting fears head-on, and reaching out for help. It serves as a reminder that mental health conditions like anxiety and depression are part of many people's lives, but they don't have to be life-defining or life-limiting factors. Remember, you are not alone in this battle. There are abundant resources and professionals available, ready to provide the help you need. And there's a whole community of individuals who understand your struggle and stand ready to offer support. You possess the power to overcome these challenges. Prioritize your mental health, seek help when needed, and remember, it's okay not to be okay. You can take back the happiness and self-assurance that anxiety and depression seek to steal. If you found strength and solace in this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more empowering content, and share this video to help spread the message. Together, we can break the stigma surrounding. Consider taking inspiration from individuals like John or Michael. Remember, the path to good mental health is more of a marathon than a sprint. It calls for you to take charge of your mental state, confronting the shadows that threaten your joy. It requires you to delve into your inner self and seek assistance, even when it feels like the most difficult thing to do. It's about mustering courage to face your fears and progressing, no matter how small each step may be, towards a brighter, healthier you. It's worth noting that the journey to recovery isn't always smooth sailing. There will be obstacles. There will be days when progress seems non-existent. There will be times when surrender seems tempting, but it's in these instances that your true fortitude is exposed. It's during these times you'll discover the strength to stand firm, to persevere. Embarking on this road implies acknowledging that you're more than your mental health challenges. It means realizing that your identity isn't dictated by your anxiety or depression. It means recognizing the tremendous strength and resilience that dwells within you. When you take that initial step, when you start to challenge anxiety and depression, you're not just enhancing your mental health. You're reclaiming your existence. You're announcing to the world, and most importantly to yourself, that you are stronger than your fears, mightier than your doubts. That's where the true beauty lies, in acknowledging your struggles and refusing to be defined by them, in realizing your strength and choosing to utilize it, in accepting your vulnerability and transforming it into resilience. So take that first step. Whether it's opening up to a close friend, arranging an appointment with a mental health professional, or just accepting that you need support, every move counts. Every effort has an impact. Begin your journey. Remember, you're not alone in this battle. There are people who empathize, who care, who are eager to help. You are strong, you are resilient, and most importantly, you possess an inexhaustible power within you. A power that will enable you to triumph, a power that will aid your healing. Moreover, always keep in mind, you're not alone. You're powerful, you're resilient, and you have the capacity to overcome.